This reading is for Scorpio, and I am seeing Scorpio, Sagittarius, Cancer, and Virgo. These signs may or may not be relevant. So, the very first card is telling me that you were left out in the cold. You may be feeling as if all of your efforts were in vain or didn't come to fruition, maybe feeling depleted, tired, um, that kind of thing. There was some sort of passionate new beginning, and it could have involved a fire sign. You were passionate about a new beginning, I'm sorry, and it may have involved a fire sign, which would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be, but it kind of looks like that. But because you had a guilty conscience and you wanted to win at all costs, you were overwhelmed. And for each person, it will be different. For some of you, it's about a celebration. For others, it's about moving. For others, it's about a reunion. Okay? So you waited in a mental prison because of a deceitful sexual victory. Whether this was yours or this was someone else's, keep in mind this may be a situation you don't know about. I don't know. But basically, when I'm seeing the guilt card, I think you do know. For others, it could be that you were in a mental prison because of a deception. You were passionate about a victory. Either way. But this is a situation where some of you may be eaten up with this guilt of this deception. I'm going to be honest with you, some of you even could be playing the drama queen role. Because it looks like you juggled an offer. And looking at the bottom of the deck, became single but still held on. Okay? So, for some of you, it could be because of this passionate new beginning, you had a guilty conscience about reuniting and waiting for a sexual victory and then offering to become single. That's going to be for some. Anyway, I am seeing that you're juggling a deceptive offer. So maybe you made some sort of deceptive offer so that someone would get this deceptive sexual victory. Some of you may be overwhelmed because you were sexually left out in the cold. It could be that too, as part of the equation. Either way, it looks like something about celebrating a victory and a new beginning and waiting and having anxiety because you had a guilty conscience about being in a mental prison and wanting to win at all costs. So, for most of you, this has to do with family, roots, home, stability, and also a marriage or a close one on one relationship. I have this feeling that this is a situation where you wanted to be left out in the cold and you wanted to win at all costs because of this deception. But only for as long as this deception took to solidify, and that's why you juggled the offer. So once it was able to solidify, then you wanted to be back in the situation or with the person or people. It's kind of that type of energy. It may not be exact, but that's the feeling that I get. Yeah. Some of you may have been greedy too, looking at the bottom of the deck with the Four of Pentacles. There could have been something about greed here too. Um, what else do I see? I think that's all. I know it's a pretty short reading, but there's not a lot of information, just this victory, the sexual victory. Um, I think you don't want to be honest about the fact that um, you were left out in the cold and wanted to be left out in the cold just long enough to solidify a deception here. And now you may be upset and guilty about wanting some sort of um, reunion now that it has been solidified. Maybe that's what happened, because that's what it looks like. All right. So please take the time to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you'd like to leave a donation for my channel, there will be a link for that in the description box below. Thank you guys for your support, and I will see you again soon. Bye, guys.